Well, I started making pots as soon as I could get down to the shop. I just grew up watching my parents work. I guess most kids played or watched television or something, but I came down to the shop and worked. I always knew from the time I was small that that's what I was going to do. And I always told everybody, I said, yeah, I'm just going to make pottery when I grow up. When I went to college, I went away, sort of. I didn't really leave. I came home, you know, and stuff. But when I wasn't able to make pottery anytime I wanted to, that was when I was sure that that's what I was going to do. Because, you know, when the opportunity to do something whenever you want to is taken away, then you realize how much you enjoy it. So that pretty much set me up. I was ready to come back and go to work. People really make a connection with Jugtown when they come in. It's not just a store you walk up to, it's a whole place. It's an experience. And there's not many places like this left.
Really, the minute I went into the pottery, I was just very sure I was going to be making pottery for the rest of my life. And when I got to Jugtown, there was Vernon making pots, and watching Vernon making pots is kind of like watching someone breathe. They just happen.
To my daddy and a lot of the other potters around here, there wasn't nothing magical about it. It's just a way for them to make a living. And so that's the way I grew up. My daddy had brothers several years older than he was. And that's the way he learned to make pottery, working with his brothers.
We still dig our clay, and our clay bodies tend to be 60 to sometimes 100% local clay. The clay is a foundation of a good pot. Our techniques are all based on what has been developed at Jugtown and in the North Carolina pottery tradition over the last couple hundred years.
First potters came in this area about 1750 or something. There's been some old kiln sites found, and they went back and figured out how the kilns was built. The groundhog like we use now, pretty much this version of it is the ones that's been being used since like 1850, in that range, I'm sure. You don't over-expect firewood. You just don't build that thing up to where you say, I know I've got it this time. This is going to be great. You know, you don't ever do that. I just stayed with it and everything worked out okay. And now I'm at this age to where I'm beginning to slow down, you know, and now I've got Travis coming on. He can take care of it.
I get a pretty neat feeling when I hold pots that were made around here like 150 years ago. I know that they had to dig the clay, turn on a kick wheel, the whole business. And I wonder how in the world they did it, because that's hard work. I mean, we've got a lot of things now to make that work a lot easier, and it's still a lot of work. and always be a place for people to come and, you know, see how things used to work.